Hello everyone, this is Roma. Today I'll explain, like how to play like Swinging Rook against Anaguma Castle. So like Swinging Rook, at first, you swing your rook on the left side, and the opponent, you know, if your opponent plays static rook, one of the best strategy against Swinging Rook is Anaguma Castle. So Anaguma Castle, basically, play something like this. So let's flip the board. So Anaguma Castle should, if you want to use Anaguma Castle, you need to put your king on the corner of the board. So and then like you remove your silver, shut, like close the shutter, and also like putting gold here, and protecting your king with solid structure. So yeah, that's the most strongest castle in shogi. So in today's video, you want to attack this king. You want to how to play against this Anaguma Castle. So now you want to put lands put pawn here, and in some cases you can attack something like here, put here, push here, and you can attack. But like yeah, in this, let's say, in today's video, I want you to play pawn for 6, and then I want you to maybe like either way is okay, but like I want you to play like pawn like 3-6, and preparing rook jump, a knight jump, and you wanna jump your knight, and then I want you to play silver for 7. So what's the point? So and then I don't want you to play like king like 3-9 and 2-8. Instead of that, I want you to play like gold 3-8. So what's the aim of this move? So actually, this move's aim is like rook 6-9, and I want you to play like something like this. So this is called chikatetsu bisha. How to say chikatetsu bisha? Like, I don't know. Anyway, chikatetsu bisha. Wait a minute. So this subway rook, subway, underground. Yeah, this is subway. This is called subway in Japanese. Chikatetsu. Chikatetsu means like subway. Yeah. So, and then there are several options. You might can play, putting rook on like 2-9, or maybe you can put your rook on like 1-9. So okay, let's do the later one. So now maybe your opponent might play like bishop, 8-4, and try to attack this square. Something like rook 6-2, and try to attack this square maybe. But you can opening up this, this bishop's diagonal. Your opponent might attack this pawn with like knight jump, on 7-3. But you might protect, like 6-5 pawn with this silver move, and then this bishop is completely opening up. So this silver is kind of pinned, yeah. And also like this runs, and this rook is kind of doubling up and rocket on this king. So next move might play like knight jump on like 2-5, and the opponent probably try to attack like pawn like 3-6, 6-4, but maybe there are a couple ways to attack. Okay, so let's play the most strongest one. So you might can take, but take it back, and now the silver is trying to attack, and maybe your opponent's rook might play like rook 6-2 and attack on the 6-5, but you might can play like pawn for 5, and this is try to opening up this bishop's diagonal, and then finally you will sacrifice your knight, and then your opponent cannot take this with silver because now this bishop is aiming opponent's king. So your opponent might take, with knight, but you can try to kill. You can wait a minute. Wait a second. Just I need to use battery. Then your opponent might, put like knight to 1, reprotect this knight, but you can keep attacking, and then you can, keep killing this knight. Yeah, so this is very strong. Your opponent, how to say, maybe try to, try to retreat from this, knight's aim, but you can keep attacking, take, and take it back, take, and now you made dragon. Even after, your opponent try to, keep attacking, maybe you can make, horse 2, and then, yeah, this is compared to devastating position. Your opponent, you can probably put your pawn here. Your opponent cannot take, because now this pawn is protected by this horse. So go here,